What's up? This is the Zim. This is the Zim video. This is another rideshare rant, possibly. Rideshare nugget, I like to say. Anyways, should Uber and Lyft pay drivers more? That's the $1 million question, right? That's what everybody's talking about these days. It's just loaded. This is my thoughts on it. Is it possible that the rideshare industry is finding a place of equilibrium, so to speak? There was a time, from what I understand, when the industry kind of was first starting, the first couple of years, drivers were getting paid really well. It's gone down since, and it's been continually going down, but maybe that is the actual reality of the job. It feels to me like right now I make it feels to me like the industry is finding that sweet spot of what can we pay that will still get drivers to drive. They're trying to find that how little can we pay drivers where they'll still drive and not drive for us. For me, of course, I wish I got paid more. Of course I do. I feel like it's really hard to get ahead. It's really hard to get ahead in this job with with the expenses of your car maintenance, gas, your taxes, all the other life expenses. For me in San Diego, I've been doing it for a little bit over 2 years, and I haven't been able to get ahead. I've just been able to maintain where I'm at, and that's kind of frustrating and disappointing. But maybe the job isn't designed for that. Maybe the job is more of an entry level style job where you don't have a lot of expenses yet, and you're just kind of it's not a career. Maybe it's not a career type job. I mean, there's a lot of ways to argue it. There's a lot of ways to talk about it, but I wish, with being reasonable about it, like right now, I have to put in about 50 hours a week to make $1,000 is basically what I need to do. If I could put in 40 hours a week and make $1,000, I feel like that would be a much more sustainable place, because it would allow my body more rest, more time out of the car. It would allow me to choose to go, let me work a little more, let me work 50 hours and make 12 to 13 that week instead of just 1,000. It would give me more options, give me more choices, and it would also allow me to rest. And I think it would also allow me to get ahead if I was able to make in San Diego 40 hours. And when I say 40 hours, I mean dedicating 8 hours a day to the job. We also know that there are slow times and stuff. So for me, I split my shift up. I take breaks in these weird kind of ways. So recognizing that, understanding that, but let's say those dead times, you're not working through dead times, but you're working through times where it is busy enough, and then you dedicate 8 hours, but within that 8 hours you have bathroom breaks count in that, taking a short some kind of like a couple breaks within that, counting that 8 hours. So maybe you're working 7 hours of actual app time, or something like that. So you're dedicating the 8 hours, but you're not it's not 8 hours of app time. If I could do like an 8-hour shift, dedicated, focused on the job, but it wasn't totally killing me, then and made $1,000 a week on a 5-day work week, 5-day shift, that would probably feel pretty good. And I think that's not a unreasonable expectation. That's not an unreasonable thought. I'm not trying to, I don't think anybody's going to be, buying a sports team off of working their rideshare job or anything like that. So should Uber and Lyft pay their drivers more? I wish they could. I wish they did. But I don't know. I'm not the type to say that it's wrong. We're in a wrong place, because I know if you're smart about the job, if you track your expenses, track your miles, do all the proper things on your taxes, you can make it by. You're not gonna, it's not like you're gonna be, getting rich necessarily off the job, but you're not. I don't know where that line of being taken advantage of is, and I don't think they've crossed it at this point, because obviously there's still plenty of people doing the job. So it's like, you just got to be smart. It's not an easy job to do. You have to have strategy. You have to learn. You have to be dedicated. You have to treat it like you would expect you would do a real job. You would, you dedicate the time, and you do it, and you learn how to do it, and you get better at it. And expecting it to make you money the most amount of money within the first week, month, or even a few months of doing the job is unrealistic. You need to, at this point of the job, because there's so many other drivers and other things, you have to spend the time and learn the best strategies, learn the best times to drive, and all that kind of stuff as a driver. So and that shouldn't be the fault of the platforms. The platforms just want you out there. They're not training you how to make this sustainable. They just want you out there. So you have to train yourself how to make it sustainable. All right, so those are some of my thoughts on whether or not Lyft and Uber should pay us more. Bottom line is, I don't know, but I know there's a lot of arguments on either side of that. So cool. Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch my full show, my rideshare experience, and subscribe to this channel. Peace.